What's up, guys? Sahir 120 here, and welcome to my first attempt at a cook along with me video. Today I'm going to be barbecuing this behemoth. Whew. This is 8.28 pound pork shoulder butt roast, whatever you want to call it. Bone in. The bone is right here. And if you hear any background noises, it's my family having fun in the room. So you might hear some ridiculousness, but yeah. So tomorrow I'm gonna smoke this. Hopefully around 12 hours. I don't know. And I'm gonna use this rub, Perfect on Pork, which is what this is, and I used this before. If this name looks familiar, if you live in the Charlotte, North Carolina area, Famous Dave's is a barbecue restaurant right across from Carowinds, and it's delicious. So, yeah. So, let's open this package up. Alright, I washed the meat. Now, I had a tripod that I got from Wally World like a year ago, and it finally died. It was cheap. So I have to record this the best way I can with one hand. So, of course, I'm not professional when it comes to making this, but I made it once and it was perfect. This is a very forgiving piece of meat to smoke. And I have dogs. One of them is whining, and I have no idea why. So if he starts barking, that's why. So what people would do, they would score it. You could score it this way, and that way you could do it this way and the other way. It doesn't matter. So I'm about to go ahead and score the meat. Now I'm going to put on my binder, which I use yellow mustard, and then I use my Famous Dave's rib rub. Alright, so I just scored it, so this is how it looks. So I'm going to apply the mustard on the top, sides, and bottom, and I'm going to liberally cover it with rib rub. Unfortunately, I won't really be able to show y'all me actually putting everything on, because I'm only recording with one hand. So I'm just gonna put it on and show y'all how it looks. I might can put the rub on there, sprinkle it, and show you how it looks, but that's about it. So let's get into it. Alright, I'm doing this with one hand, y'all. So here it is. Now it's time to put the rub on. It's all nice and lathered on both sides. So, oh boy, this thing is definitely not the lightest thing, but yep, let's put the rub on it. Alright, so I applied the rub. Don't mind the dog. Here it is, all four sides. It smells delicious. So I'm gonna put it in this hefty Ziploc bag, ginormous bag by the way, and I'm going to marinate it overnight, and I will see y'all back in the morning. Good morning. This is my offset smoker. It is cheap. Okay, I've always wanted one, so for my first ever smoker, I got the cheapest one. And that's my grill, which I also did an unboxing for in a past video. I cannot find a top for it, so it is dying. Slowly but surely, it's getting rusted, especially when this son of a gun gets hot. Like, I have a thermometer and it goes, I think it got over 1,000 degrees in here in the cold bed. But I cleaned it out. There's water in it, so whatever's up goes steam. I can see the rust. You know, unless I have a cover, it's unavoidable. It is what it is. Uh-oh. No, get out. You will die. Oh, man. Come here. Come. Oh, my G. What are you... I don't want a dead frog in my food. Oh gee. Oh, there he goes. Okay. But what I'm about to do now is prep the smoker. Get up the temperature. So this chimney, I've seen other people use it, and I use it. I love this thing, and I bought the fire starter timber that you put under it, and then you put the coals in. So I'm gonna do that. Get it red hot. Put it in there. Close everything down, and have all the vents open to preheat. My first time I did use this smoker, I was supposed to. I did a mistake. One of the most difficult beef smoking dishes to do with his beef brisket. $54 down the drain. I ruined it. I was heartbroken. Lesson learned. I know how to start the smoker now, but before I did not. So for beginners like me, preheat your smoker. Always preheat your smoker. That was my downfall. It cost me $54. Preheat your smoker. So I'm about to light this up. Well, get my charcoal, and I'll show you what charcoal I have. Light this up, get it red hot, then they put it in there. And this is the fire starter that I use. I picked them up at Walmart. All of my stuff came from Walmart. These chairs came from Walmart. Well, not this. This came from Lowe's. But all my stuff, even the charcoal, Royal Oak, it all came from Walmart. So I wish I had my tripod, but I don't. And I don't think I'll be able to pour this in one hand. So this is the fire starting timber. So I'm gonna light this bad boy up and see how well it burns. Whoa. It burns pretty quick. Put this right on top. And should get the coals on the bottom hot. Hot air rises, cold air goes in on the bottom, hot air comes in out top. So essentially it's a fire jet. You know, them logs that they put holes in it and then they put the fire in the middle and it's like jetting out. That's the same thing. Well, it's supposed to happen. So let's see if it works. Now while it's heating up, got my meat. Now I made a mistake. I forgot to let this rest. You get to room temperature. So I'm contemplating if I should stop the fire real quick for at least an hour and then do that. So I might have to, because this thing is cold. So I will come back when this is room temperature. Alright, I have around 20 minutes until my meat should be done for an hour. This thing is extremely hot. So let's put this inside the smoker. Like so. Woo, all the matches. And I'm gonna close everything down. Stir everything up. Have the vents open to get this whole hot box as hot as I can. I tell you what, it didn't take that long at all for it to get up to well, it's going up 231 degrees internally. On the outside, the box says 300. The coal says otherwise. Yeah, this bad boy's getting hot, so I'm heating this whole thing up. Getting hot to the touch. So while it's doing this thing, I'm gonna go and prep the meat. I'm gonna dry it. If I have leftover seasoning, I'm gonna put more seasoning on it. To like a more dry patch, a dry rub on top, so it can make as much of a bark as possible. My plan is I'm gonna smoke this. I'm gonna smoke it until it forms a really nice bark, and the fat cap is like melted, like jelly on top. Once it's like that, I'm gonna wrap it in aluminum foil, which I'm gonna show obviously, but I'm gonna wrap it in aluminum foil pan with like a cup or a cup and a half of apple juice. I'm gonna sprinkle on some rub, honey, brown sugar, and pads of butter, and I'm gonna finish it in the oven, not in here. You can do it in here, but I don't have experience to increase the temperature higher with this cheap smoker to continue on. The flavor is already in it. It's already flavored, already has a perfect bark. There's no need to use this anymore. So this is just for the penetrating smoke flavor to put in your food. The rest of the cook can be done in the oven. There's not much more you can do. So after that, I'm putting the pork shoulder in the oven for the recommended amount of time. I wanted to do this for 12 hours, so to be more easily manageable to do it inside than, out here. Coming in and out, in and out. Yeah, no. So, yep. So, let me go prep the meat. And I almost forgot the water moisture pan method. This is what I use. You don't have to, but this is what I use. So I forgot to put it in there. It could have preheated in here. Oh yeah, it's hot. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put this in, and I'm gonna put it smack dab in the middle. The meat smack dab in the middle. So I'm gonna have it offset. I'm gonna have it over here, so it doesn't block the entrance from the heat. And I'm gonna put it over here. Put some water in it about halfway and let it heat up. So when it steams in here, it should help aid in keeping the meat moist. The last thing you want is your meat dry out. And I'm also gonna spray it, which I'm gonna use 50-50 mix of apple cider vinegar and apple juice. So, and I have hickory wood. I have more, but I have hickory logs, which is appropriate. You could get chunks, but it's not as efficient as it is with the actual half logs. And I have a dull axe that probably won't work, so I might be in trouble. But we're gonna have to figure something out. So let me get some water, put it in here, let it continue to do its thing, and yeah. Now remember, I only have one hand when I'm doing this. While I'm holding the camera, so I only could do parts. So this is the pork shoulder, marinated overnight. Should be at a decent room temperature. I'm gonna pat this dry, completely dry, on all sides, and then for whatever I have left, I'm gonna put the rest of the rub on. I want to save some for whenever it's time to put in the oven, but yeah. Alright, so I paper towel block dried it to the best of my ability. So this is how it looks. So now I'm gonna put a generous amount of the rub on it to get a nice coating. Since it's already on there, I'm gonna do like a generously light coating so I don't use all of it. But yeah, and I'll show you how to finished product. And after that, it's time to get ready to put on the smoker. Alright, this is ready for the smoker. So I'm gonna prep the smoker one more time, get up the temp, put the probe in it, and let it slow smoke until it gets to the correct internal, which is, I believe, 165 internal. But this fat cap must have a really nice bark. It should be like melting to the like when you touch it, your hand melts into the fat. once just like that, and it's a deep, rich bark. I'm gonna put it back in this container. Apple juice, pads of butter, honey, brown sugar. Put it in my oven and let it soak up the rest of the way so it reaches 203 degrees eternal. Alright, I have the pork shoulder in here, the water on the bottom, doing its thing. So, I'm about to close this bad boy up. Let's do this thing. I'm probably gonna put one of the logs in there with the box open until the white smoke is burnt out. And once the white smoke has burnt out, then I'm gonna close this down and let it all come in. So, alright. Remember, I'm not that experienced, so wish me luck, folks. Alright. Open up the heat box. Get the wood, stir it up a bit. 1 and 2. Well, it's dry, so I don't really have to. So, put it in. Monitor. Yet. They do. Look at the smoke. Look at the smoke. So, let it do its thing. So, for the first couple hours of smoking, like, I guess first 3 to 6 hours, you want like a good blue smoking smoke. For what I've learned, to really embed itself in the meat, the longer, the better. And then finish it off with the bark. And after that, you don't need smoke anymore. You already got the bark and all that. That's why you don't even need to use this anymore. Just put it in your oven the rest of the way. So I have a long way out. This is up to 12 hours, but depending on how good it looks and the temperature and all that, the doneness, and if I like it how it looks, then it might be before 12 hours. Who knows? But yeah, so let's keep it going. Alright, y'all, it's been about 4 hours. Got my hot box going. Woo, baby. Yeah, let me close that up. Ooh. Alright. Smother the fire, get some smoke in there. Right now it's at 100 degrees. It's supposed to be at 165. I want to slow this down. I don't want it to cook too fast. Let's see how it looks though. Oh! Woo! Look at the bark. The bark is forming. The heat is blasting this way, and it's dripping. You can see it. Look at that. Look at the bark on the side. Now, there's a lot of heat going this way, so I might have to move it over a bit. But to keep it from burning, look at that. I'm going to spray it with my apple cider vinegar and apple juice mixture. I'm going to keep as much of the fat untouched so it can melt down, like I said before. And let it keep going. 8.5 pounds, baby. You already know. Alright, so it's been a couple hours. I think I'm at the 5-hour left mark. So let's see how it's looking. Woo! Look at that bark color. I got my eyes closed right now. The smoke. So I'm gonna do the poke test for the fat. Make sure the fat had gelatinized. It's still a little tender. Oh, now this one. Oh, that's soft. Whoa, wait a minute. It's still a little tender. So I might let it cook for a little longer. You can see it's dripping. But if it takes any longer to get up, because it's still not at the recommended temp, it's getting there. So I'm gonna let it go as long as I can. Otherwise, I can speed it up in the oven. But so far, it looks really, really nice. Alright, y'all, I have about 3 hours left on the timer. But this is how it's looking. I lost track of time, so I'm gonna say a couple hours later. This is beautiful. This is beautiful. I mean, look at this. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take this out, put it in a aluminum pan, put in some apple juice at the bottom, like a cup or so. Put in some butter, some brown sugar, honey, and a little bit of the dry rub on top. Let it get to 203 degrees. After that, let it rest for an hour to 2 hours, and it's ready to eat. But I'm out, like, I might try it in the morning, but this is gonna get served on Saturday. Today is Thursday, so yeah, it's gonna have to get reheated. But you know, it's still gonna be delicious. All right, this is how it's looking. So I'm gonna put some leftover seasoning on top. Then I'm gonna do the butter and the honey and the brown sugar and the apple juice. All right, here it is. Might put a little bit more of the seasoning, but time to put this in the oven for 203 degrees. All right, I got it to 203. So this is technically done. So let's see the review. Just came out the oven. Didn't rest yet. Woo! My hands are clean. Oh. Oh yeah, that's I want to do the bone pull. My hand is hot. Hold on. Let me see if I could do the bone pull without making a mess. Y'all ready? Oh. I can't grip it. It's hot.
Why is it black?
I can't grip it. Probably. But y'all see how tender this thing is. This thing is tender to the touch. I mean, the gravy, the sauce, with the apple juice. This is Flavor Town. I mean, what? Yeah. But I'm not gonna carve it because it's for Saturday, like I mentioned. So I'm gonna keep it like this, keep it intact. So yeah, but this is what y'all wanted. Y'all wanted to see a cook along with me. So here it is, from beginning to end. My pork shoulder, aka pulled pork. So I will show y'all the finished product that Saturday, which is a couple seconds for y'all. And if I don't, then this will complete the video. But thank you all for watching, and I will see y'all in the next Cooking with Ty video.